यस्य वीर्येण कृतिनो वयं च भुवनानि च रामकृष्णं सदा वन्दे सर्वं स्वतन्त्रमीश्वरम्. For our order, today is the most auspicious day, significant day, important day, without which neither the order would have been there, nor any of us would be here. Apparently, no sign of external glory, everything as if is covered in Sri Ramakrishna. Only there was manifestation of exclusive, full sattva guna. The mind was so pure, which is an instrument in our path to realize the Supreme or the truth. As Bhagavad Gita says, Nahi jnanena sadrisham pavitramina vidyate. There is nothing more purer than the knowledge itself, which purifies. Our mind is like a charcoal. Use any soap, use any amount of water, wash the charcoal. You cannot get rid of the blackness of the charcoal. Whatever you do, except one way, and that is to put fire. Once you put fire, then only the blackness of the charcoal will go. This is what exactly happens with our mind. Unless there is impurities in our mind, we won't be able to realize the Supreme. Sri Ramakrishna was personification of purity, absolute purity of his mind. Contact of Swami Vivekananda with Sri Ramakrishna was little more than 5 years. Other disciples, some little more, most of them lesser than 5 years. But what Swami Vivekananda understood Sri Ramakrishna, who else other than Holy Mother would have understood? When Swamiji had to express his thoughts about Sri Ramakrishna, he was very reluctant to give speech on Sri Ramakrishna. He was requested rather, to write the life of Sri Ramakrishna as he has seen, he has understood. He clearly told, I do not dare to do it. There is a Sanskrit proverb which says, I wanted to create the statue of God, but eventually I made a statue of a monkey. Vinayakam akurvano rachayamasa vanara. But when he was sincerely requested to speak something about Sri Ramakrishna, he has given 2 lectures on Sri Ramakrishna. You find a small book, Sri Ramakrishna as I saw him, by Swamiji. These 2 lectures, my master, these 2 lectures are included in that. But his expression got freedom when he wrote hymns and songs about Sri Ramakrishna. Very few, but he wrote. One which today also we sang just now, Khandana Bhava Bandhana, that is by Swamiji. Om Rimritam, the second hymn what we sang, also by Swamiji. There is a third hymn written by Swamiji, is this on your page number 17. Only one sloka we take today to understand what Swamiji's idea and what Sri Ramakrishna, according to him, was. Sri Ramakrishna often is considered as prophet of harmony of religion. After about 190 years of his birth, still I think the world has yet to understand the meaning of harmony of religion. It was Swamiji in 1893, 11th of September, when he talked about harmony of religion first time in the world on an international platform. People couldn't fathom the importance of that or understand the importance of that. Sri Ramakrishna in his simple way has told, have steadfastness in your belief and eschew all the bigotry. Considering that my religion is true and all others are false, that much only you give up. There was a Muslim saint, lady, Rabia. She was considered as lover of God, just like in Hinduism we have Mirabai, similarly. So a person asked her, do you love God? She said, with all my heart. Do you hate the Satan? She told, if there is a small part of my heart which is left to hate Satan, with that too, I will love God. This 100%. In Bhagavad Gita, when you read this shloka, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. Sthitapragya Lakshana, second chapter, Sthitapragya Lakshana's first shloka, told by Krishna. Now people don't have that habit of doing that work. Try at home. Take a needle, try to pass the thread from the eye of a needle. Indian style is there, correct? You put in the mouth and sharpen. Why do you do that? Even one fiber is not in line with thread will not go in. All the fibers you have to make in straight, one pointed, then only the thread will go. That's what is the meaning of that shloka. Upanishad says, great people have said, many people nowadays, it's a age of social media, and you can claim whatever you want to claim about yourself. If a person is a realized soul, then one thing which will not be there is the doubt about his own divinity will not be there. Completely free from doubts. So here, Swamiji says about Sri Ramakrishna. Before that, one more point. Though we will be discussing here, Sri Ramakrishna as embodiment of synthesis of yoga. Before that, one reference is very much required to make. Holy Mother was asked once whether Sarva Dharma Samanvaya, harmony of religion, was the purpose of the birth or incarnation of Sri Ramakrishna. Holy Mother says, I don't think so. He came to show only one thing, and that is renunciation. Whether you are a monk or you are a householder, renunciation is must. There are two aspects of renunciation, internal and external. Internal renunciation is compulsory for both lay people and monks. External renunciation only for monks. But internally you must be detached. There is no way that you can have both things together. So Sri Ramakrishna came to show this. As he says, the essence of Gita is telling Gita 10 times. Gita, 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 Tyagi, Tyagi, Tyagi. Renunciation. Here in this shloka, Swamiji mentions Sri Ramakrishna was personification of this yogas. There are three aspects we can discuss here. One is when Swamiji writes this particular verse, he writes about Sri Ramakrishna. But Sri Ramakrishna is our ideal. That means whatever his qualities are there become sadhana for us. So how we should have harmony of yogas in our life, that is second aspect. Secondly, how these three can we see as an example in life of some. So these three aspects we will try in nutshell, we try to discuss. So the fourth shloka we are going to refer today. Advaya Tattva Samahita Chittam Projvala Bhakti Patavrita Vrittam Karma Kalevaram Adbhuta Cheshtam Yami Gurum Sharanam Bhava Vaidyam. Sri Ramakrishna is addressed as Bhava Vaidya. What is the disease? Disease is Bhava, that we have born. Why we are born? Being born is a disease? No. Why we are born? We are born because of our desires. Why desires are there? Because of ignorance. Ignorance about ourselves. Avidya, Kama, Karma. That is the Triputi. That is the three words come one after another. The root cause is avidya, ignorance. What is ignorance? Ignorance about the self, that I am Atman. What is ignorance? I am the body, I am the mind, I am the intellect. Identification with all these three is our ignorance. We never identify ourselves with the self, though we cannot remain without that. It's a big philosophy we discuss many times in different ways. All of us are in temple now sitting. All of us were half an hour, 1 hour before on the first floor. Most of you were in the ground or outside the ground, outside the campus premises. That we remember. Oh, I was in metro, I was in MRT. Yes, I entered the mission. I entered the first floor. I came to the temple and now I am in the temple. This remembrance has no issue. We all remember that. And that anybody can remember. What's the big deal about it? What we do not understand from other side is same statements. It is I who is in the temple. It is the same I who was on the ground floor. It is the same I who was in the field and in the MRT. Changing the way we look at our life. Take the same example a little differently. All of us slept yesterday night in deep sleep. Who was in deep sleep? You were in deep sleep. We saw some dreams, we don't remember or we remember. Who saw the dreams? You only saw the dreams. In waking state, who remembered the dreams? You only remembered the dreams. Now, see from other way. It was I who was in the deep sleep. It was I who was seeing the dream. It is I who is in the waking state, seeing the temple and devotees. Who is that I? To find that is everything of religion. Whatever you are doing in the name of religion is in aid to that. Coming to temple, singing bhajans, hearing lectures, doing charity, doing good life, living good life, everything what you do for the sake of religion. The goal is this, to understand and realize who is this me who is in the three states. In our original Garland of Prayers book, there is one stotra, 3 stanzas written by Shankaracharya. One stanza, 4 lines, one of the lines says, Yat swapna jagara sushuptam avaiti nityam. Who am I? I am that who travels in these 3 states. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Deep sleep, dream, waking. Deep sleep, dream, waking. Tad Brahma Nishkalamaham. I am that who travels. Here you came in waking state, connected with the body. I am thin, I am fat, I am tall, I am rich, I am poor. All identification came because of the body. In deep sleep, there is nothing. You are neither a man nor a woman, nor rich nor poor, not Singapore, no India, no America, nothing. All these adjectives are because of the identification with the body and nothing else. Who is that in deep sleep who is without any identification? To find that is everything of religion. Coming back to this shloka. What is Sri Ramakrishna? Advaya Tattva Samahita Chittam. His mind is absolutely concentrated in non-dual reality. Advaya. Sri Ramakrishna says, you will find in the Gospel, Je Eker Dui Nai. That one which doesn't have second. Why he had to say one only? Why you not to say Advaita? Just say one, not two. Why you say not two? Just tell one. No, you cannot set one. Think of one without reference of multi or without reference of two. You cannot think of one. As soon as you say one, that means there is something which is called two or more. One signifies that I am not that, I am not this multi, I am only one. So our forefathers did not say ekavada. They say no, advaitavada. Non-dual. Why non-dual? In deep sleep, is there anybody with you? No. There in deep sleep, you don't have idea of one that I am alone. No, I am. That's all. So realization of this, Sri Ramakrishna is established in that. So much so, in waking state, thinking about that, identifying himself with that I am Atman, he practically gives up the body, so to say. As we disconnect ourselves with the body in deep sleep, you go and throw yourself in the bed and sleep, you are disconnected with the body for a time being. It's called Khanda Pralaya, dissolution which happens every day. Sri Ramakrishna is always connected with that. It's a matter of click. That's what he expresses. Once by taking the name of Rama, once by taking the name of Hari, if your mind can be concentrated in that, then you don't need to do any rituals. He gives example, a dry matchstick, one, the fire will come. If there is a moisture, our mind is more or less like moisture. Keep on taking the name of God, nothing happens. Why? Lot of moisture of desires. The less and less desires we have, matchstick of your mind becomes dry. And the strike, which is remembrance of God, will be effective. So Sri Ramakrishna is Advaya Tattva, Samahita Chittam. Chitta, his mind, is Samahita, concentrated on Advaya Tattva, in non-dual reality. But you read the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, devotees came in the name of God, he is dancing, jumping around. Projvala bhakti patavrita vritam. He is covered with the covering of devotion. That's why he talks about devotion, so that people can understand. But he never leaves the idea of the truth. He asked one devotee, you like jnana, knowledge, or bhakti? Devotee is like us only. No, I like bhakti. It is easier. Sri Ramakrishna, yeah, it is easy, but not that easy as you think. Karma kalevaram adbhuta cheshtam. In spite of having the mind concentrated in non-dual reality, in spite of covering himself with full devotion, he is always busy. Karma kalevaram adbhuta cheshtam. It is very strange that he is always busy. Last days of Sri Ramakrishna's life, he says, even to help one person, if I have to come back again, I will come. We have no idea. We have no idea what great heart this group of people possess. To help one person, any number of times I have to come, I will come. Swami Vivekananda is his disciple. He says in one place, I will not stop working till everyone will come to know that he or she is one with God. It's not they lived 139 years, 150 years. They are still active. And this activeness is reflected in us if we purify the mirror then. So three things. Advaya Tattva, in which he is concentrated. Projvala Bhakti, which he is apparently visible to us. And Karma Kalevaram Adbhuta Cheshtam. And he is always ready and busy in doing welfare to people. This is Sri Ramakrishna. So that was one aspect. Second aspect which we want to think, this is what Swamiji says about Sri Ramakrishna. But if Sri Ramakrishna is our ideal, then this will be our sadhana. What we need to do is, cannot forget Advaita Tattva, cannot forget Vedanta. Sometimes people say, oh, that is very difficult to understand. Read here 10 more times. It is not an optional subject. No, you cannot get rid of that. You have to understand as much you understand. Lives and lives, hundreds and thousands of lives probably we have led. It may take time. Hinduism has a lot of patience. Do whatever you can do in this life, next life will start from there. Opening balance is never zero. What you ended here, that will start in the next birth. And while leaving the body, some fortunate can do that. Before leaving the body, Bhagavad Gita has long description. Bhruvar madhye pranam aveshya samyak satam param purusham ubeti divyam. At that time you are in a meditative state, which is very difficult. Those people, while performing spiritual practice, leaves the body, are called yoga bhrashta. One who left the body while performing yoga, not this hatha yoga, yoga in terms of spiritual practice. So what are his qualities? Become sadhana for us. This is a very good aspect. If you are interested, can read it. Adi Shankaracharya writes in the Bhashya, in the commentary of Bhagavad Gita, this aspect. Those which are qualities of a great person, those qualities are sadhana for us. He was very pure. Now to achieve that purity is my sadhana. So, how these three can be our sadhana? Even theoretical, we must understand as much we can. What about Advaya Tattva? Beauty of it what? Even if you don't understand, you remain Atman, you don't become something else than that. You do not know that you are Atman. That doesn't mean you are not Atman. You remain what you are, only just you have to know. So we must have theoretical concept first. They say intellectual conviction is half the battle won. Realization will come, maturity will come. But at least let us start understanding that as much we can. But then what you do? Advaita Tattva, nothing to practice. Just remember I am divine, I am Atman. Then do what? How spend your time? Projvala bhakti patavrita vrittam. I was fortunate to write a paper under the guidance of one great Swami who stayed once here, Swami Jayanti. And that was my subject. So this was, I had to write. Our order is something very special. We are Advaitavadins, Shankaracharya's followers. But apparently we are doing bhakti. Ekadashi Ram Nam, then Krishna Janmashtami, then Ram Navami, then birthdays and celebrations and kirtans and bhajans and all that. But that is our practice. That doesn't mean we have forgotten Advaita Tattva Samahita Chittam. No. But then Karma Kalevaram Adbhuta Chestam. You must be ever active in serving other fellow beings, not only human beings, whichever living being. To serve others, again become part of your spiritual practice and become a reason for the purification of your mind. If you do good work, expecting clapping and petting and marble plaque somewhere, then you lose the result of that. You cannot buy two things with the same coin. If you buy name and fame, then this purity of mind will not come. So Nishkama Karma comes into picture. Doing karma, doing seva without any expectation of name, fame, benefit, anything. So for us these three, keeping at the back, Advaita Tattva, the philosophy, Projvala Bhakti Patavritta, in our behavior, in our day-to-day spiritual life, we cannot get rid of Bhakti. Why? Because our identification with the body. So far as you say you are a body, you must have your God who had body with form. When you realize you are Atman, your God also will lose the form. These are not my words, these are all Swamiji says, Swami Vivekananda says. But we have to be busy, physical. Sri Krishna says, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jato tishtati akarmakrit. Not even a second a person can remain without action. Then do service to others. Holy Mother says. Holy Mother was not very modern in her behavior, and it was a century before. So she used to say to the monks, Baba, sadhu hoyecho, ke khete debe, kaj karo. Do work, otherwise who will give you food? Can you meditate whole day? Remaining time, spend time for the welfare of others. So these three aspects, karma, bhakti and jnana, should be in our life. Third aspect is Sri Ramakrishna is like Advaita Tattva. He is the goal. He is the goal for Swamiji also, Holy Mother also, and for us also. In the name of religion, in the name of philosophy, in the name of spiritual practices, whatever you do, look at Swamiji's active spiritual practices. And karma, day-to-day chores of household, that what apparently Holy Mother was engaged in. But that did not deviate her mind from neither from Projvala Bhakti nor from Advaita Tattva. So from karma, take Holy Mother as an example. For spiritual practice, intense spiritual practice, take example of Swamiji. Of course, anybody can be taken. It's not questioned that exclusively. And Sri Ramakrishna's one-pointedness in realizing Advaita Tattva. The world has yet to understand Sri Ramakrishna. A person who is just talking to you, laughing, joking, suddenly he is concentrated in his self. So much so that he practically loses consciousness of the body. An example is there in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Two doctors have come. One, Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar, and another was Dr. Dokuri. These two doctors have come to visit Sri Ramakrishna. While talking about God only, Sri Ramakrishna becomes absorbed in his deep meditation, come Samadhi, what we say. We don't understand the word Samadhi, but that's what we hear. So much so, there was no sign of life in his body. These two are doctors. So Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar wanted to see the pulse, cannot find. Put hand different places, cannot find any sign of life. It is there in the book. Dr. Dokuri opened the eyes of Sri Ramakrishna and touched the eyeball. There was no movement. Dr. Mahendralal Sarkar told to the assembled devotees, including Master Mahashaya, we are sorry to let all of you know that Paramahansa just left us. Master Mahashaya, with all his humility, smiled and told, he dies few times a day like this. We have no idea how it can happen. And Sri Ramakrishna had taught some of his disciples, including Holy Mother, if you see this kind of, but any kind of different kinds of situation, physical, which mantra they should loudly say in his ears to bring him back. Sri Ramakrishna comes back as if a person comes out of the deep water with a very deep breath. And again, life became normal. We have no idea. I don't know it is the right place to speak or not. But this is how Hindus see it. We have no right to say that this was that, but that's how Vedantists and Hindus see. When Jesus Christ was crucified and then resurrection happened, not that he was dead and he came to life. He was in Samadhi and he came out of Samadhi. That's what we understand. When this small interpretation I gave to a big group of Catholic Christians, of course our devotees in Argentina, all of them started saying this. Yeah, this is the interpretation which makes meaning. So, all these great people are fully aware about who they are. As we are aware, for example, if your name is any name, your name is say Anil, for example. Is there any moment of your day when you forget that you are Anil? Are you Mr. Anil? Let me think about it, you meditate. No, instantly I know I am Anil. That much realization is clear them that I am Atman and I am not the body. So, that's how Swamiji saw Sri Ramakrishna. This is the same he has explained in details in other stotras, Khandana Bhava Vandana and Om Rimritam. This is how they become our ideal, that how we can follow them. In a fraction, we can't completely follow them. When we say that Sri Ramakrishna is our ideal, how many of us want to have a beard? No, not ideal from that point of view. What is the ideal in our Sanskrit or in our any of the Indian language? Adarsha. Adarsha has two meaning, ideal and mirror. Mirror is called Adarsha, where you can even see yourself. That is called Adarsha. Darshan, same word. A means up to that. Even you can see yourself inside that object which is called mirror. So Adarsha is mirror. We want to see ourselves in Sri Ramakrishna. So we need to become that what Sri Ramakrishna is. That's how the Adarsha or ideal is interpreted and expressed. So today is a great day. It is great day for all of us, especially we monks. Just for information, you won't have a chance in your life to be witnessing that, cannot. But it is the birthday of Sri Ramakrishna's night. That means tonight is the sannyasa ceremony happens and we all got sannyasa in one of the following night of Sri Ramakrishna's birthday. So this today is very important day for all of us. So even for the devotees it is important. As Miss MacLeod once told, she was talking about Rani Rasmani. No Rani Rasmani, no Dakshineshwar temple, no Dakshineshwar temple, no Sri Ramakrishna, no Sri Ramakrishna, no Vivekananda's mission of the West. And if Vivekananda doesn't come to West, none of us would be here. That is her way of telling. For us, no Sri Ramakrishna, no Ramakrishna mission, no Ramakrishna mission, neither we would be monk nor you would be devotees. So our very identity and existence as people who love Sri Ramakrishna, people who love Holy Mother and Swamiji and the Holy Trio. So that is our identity. Many people now, new age is there. There are so many gods and goddesses. Why people should worship a human being? Somebody asked me a question also. I said all the gods and goddesses were human beings only once upon a time. Now you consider them as God. All your Rama, Krishna, everybody walked on this earth. So divinity is manifested in people great. They are called prophets. They are called incarnations. So today is a great day for all of us. We pray to Sri Ramakrishna, Mother and Swamiji, so that we can be worthy of calling ourselves devotees of Sri Ramakrishna. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.